Ballarat's picturesque Lake Windaree is a major social destination for Ballarat's locals and visitors alike. A stone's throw from the lake is the iconic Ballarat Botanical Gardens, home to the Avenue of Prime Ministers, marble statues and huge shady trees. It's one of Australia's oldest and finest gardens, and within walking distance of the first stage of the tour of the Goldfields at Victoria Park. And the first stage is a criterium here in Victoria Park in the heart of Ballarat. It's 20 laps of a 2.1 kilometre circuit for 42 kilometres in total. And it's quite a fast flowing circuit, even though it will be raced very, very hard. The girls are all fired up and ready to go for this final round of the Subaru National Road Series for 2015. And Georgia Baker is one of the favourites to take out this criterium stage. She's a good sprinter and she's sitting second in the overall standings as well.
This tour, I reckon it's going to be really hard, and I know that our girls are going to give it everything that we've got to get some really good results out there, especially with the stage wins and overall GC, and especially to try and get Ruth off the NRS leaders and take out the overall series.
I'm 18 points ahead of Georgia Baker from High Five, so our main goal this weekend will be for me to keep the NRS jersey.
Peloton clicked into their pedals to set off for stage one around Victoria Park, and they're all looking forward to the fast and free-flowing course. Almost right from the start, High Five and Holden controlled the pace, and the fastest lap of the 2.1 kilometre circuit was 3 minutes and 9 seconds.
Well, the stage started off pretty steady, and then there was a few attacks coming from Holden and also Bicycle Superstore, and our team was always on them like every time, and I don't think we missed one, and so that was our main aim, is to keep it all together, and that's what we did.
As they approached the first of the two intermediate sprints, High Five were doing a great job to set up their sprinter, Georgia Baker. She came across the line in first place, ahead of Melbourne to Warrnambool women's winner from last week, Loretta Hanson. As they approached the halfway mark, overall Subaru National Road Series leader Ruth Corset made sure she was up towards the front of the peloton, keeping a keen eye on her closest rivals.
Whenever there was a lull, we went out of the corners. But High Five still won anything. Ruth as well was following Georgia around, obviously being in the leader's jersey. She didn't want to miss it as well.
Eventually, 5 riders were able to move off the front of the peloton, and the group included Shannon Malseed, who's recently returned home from a long stint of racing in Europe. As the peloton approached the second intermediate sprint, the breakaway group had been reabsorbed, and as they sprinted across the line, Georgia Baker came across in first place once again, just ahead of another rider recently returned from Europe, Chloe Hosking. As they came into the final laps, the pace came down as team tactics came into play. The experienced riders started to control the pace, and as they came into the final lap, it was Bridie O'Donnell that led the peloton across the line.
Coming into the final lap, I had Tessa around the back straight, and then Beck, and then myself, and the lead out train just worked so well.
High Five were doing a sterling job of leading out Georgia Baker as she burst from the pack, came across the line to take the stage one victory ahead of Chloe Hosking and Rebecca Wysack.
My teammates worked incredibly hard today for me to win and get up there in the sprints as well. So, I think it was a really good team effort today, and without them, I don't reckon I'll be there at the end. So, yeah, all credit to them.
After missing the last round of the Subaru National Road Series because it was her 21st birthday party, Georgia Baker takes out stage one of the Tour of the Goldfields ahead of Chloe Hosking and Rebecca Wysack. With 2 intermediate sprints from 2 attempts, Georgia Baker now leads the sprint competition. After picking up all the sprints on offer in stage one, Georgia Baker now pulls on the first overall race leader's jersey of the Tour of the Goldfields. And she'll take a 6-second lead over Chloe Hosking into stage 2, where it'll all be on the line in the team's time trial.
It'll be really important for us to have a really good team time trial to hold on to that and hopefully extend our overall lead and hopefully, get down hopefully close to the NRS overall.